episode 3868, Find Grounds for Marriage.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. Can you believe it? Happy November. It is here and you can't hide from it. You can't go anywhere, but you know what? You can work on your relationship. The one you're sleeping with, yes. It's time to find grounds for marriage. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter. They keep it simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. Well, I do really hope that you are having a fabulous weekend. I know our weather here has been absolutely fabulous. And it's one of those things that in life, sometimes we just take it for granted. Like, oh, it's just another beautiful day. But is it? Is there something more? Because what happens when something goes wrong? Robert Anderson, a theologian from the early 20th century, once said, "In every marriage more than a week old, there are grounds for divorce. The trick is to find and continue to find grounds for marriage." If you look hard enough, you can find reasons to call it quits in almost any marriage. You can. The most perfect of the most perfect, you're like, yep, I cannot ever find grounds for divorce. But really? What about missed expectations, disagreements, annoyances, boredom? The list goes on and on. What about those times where you were told to do something or even asked to do something nicely and you just made a human error and didn't do it? What happened then? It's easy to build a stacked case against staying together because we're wired to notice what's wrong or lacking. But see, here's the thing. That same attention to flaws, if left unchecked, can quietly sabotage the strongest unions. The perfect marriage that you thought was oh so perfect. So why did Anderson focus on the trick of finding grounds for marriage? Because what keeps a marriage alive, even thriving, isn't ignoring the challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It's deliberately seeking out what makes the partnership worthwhile. What justifies the commitment day after day after day, year after year after year? Finding reasons to divorce? That's the easy part. Finding reasons to stay? That's the real work. So what does finding grounds for marriage even mean? Have you even thought about it? Well, in my opinion, it means shifting your perspective from what's wrong to what's right, what remains, what can grow. It's about spotting the moments, the choices, and the qualities that build connection and trust, even when the hard stuff shows up. And it does, over and over and over again. But think about it. When was the last time you said, oh my gosh, I love it when my husband does this? When was the last time you said, thanks, babe, what you did today was just the top of the top. You're amazing. We have to remind ourselves what drew you together in the first place and discovering new reasons to keep choosing each other. That is your Kiss to Keep It Simple strategy. Discover new reasons to keep choosing each other. Because if not, what are you going to do? You're going to default to divorce. You're going to default to separation. You're going to default to whatever comes easy. Now, you might think this sounds almost naive, but it's not. It's practical and necessary. Marriages don't stay strong on autopilot. But unfortunately, most marriages are on autopilot. And I don't want that to be you. You've got to make that conscious effort because without it, dissatisfaction breeds. And that's where the real danger lies. So what are some ways you can do to discover new reasons to keep choosing each other? Well, number one, celebrate small wins together. It's easy to overlook everyday kindnesses or strengths because they don't shout for attention. So instead of letting these moments just slip by, make a habit of recognizing the small ways you support and appreciate each other. This habit rewires your attention from problems to progress, keeping the positive momentum alive. And it's like, yes, woohoo. So you got to celebrate those small wins, not just yours, but what are you doing as a couple? What are you doing as a family? When was the last time you were like, yeah, we really knocked this out of the park together? When have you ever said recently, and I'm talking within the last week to 2 weeks, seriously, I don't want you to go back months. If you can't think of a situation like within 7 days, okay, question mark. Seriously. When was the last time you looked at each other and said, we make a great team? I love it when my husband turns to me and says that. He's like, babe, we make such a great team. I'm like, I know life's crazy, but we make a great team. We're not perfect. We make mistakes. He makes me mad. I know I make him mad. Oh, more than I can even count, I'm sure. But we celebrate the small wins together. Are you doing that in your marriage? Number 2, create shared goals and meaning. When the grind of life sets in, your relationship can start to feel like parallel worlds rather than a partnership. Building and revisiting joint aspirations, whether they're big dreams or just simple rituals, grounds your connection. You're not just enduring together, you're moving forward with purpose. If you don't feel like you have life to give to your marriage, do you think you're going to have life in your marriage? No, you're not. It's very difficult for 2 individuals to come together if you don't have shared goals and meaning in the world and the family and all that you want to create. That doesn't mean you have to do everything together, because quite frankly, you really shouldn't. Your spouse cannot give you everything you need. He can't, she can't. It's just not going to happen. But you should be able to come together and create shared goals, what it looks like, how you're going to come together. And it's important to revisit those. A great time to do this is on New Year's Eve. Seriously, writing down your goals for the year. What does it look like? And each of you doing it separately and then coming together and seeing, oh my goodness, we said the same thing. Or maybe you're close enough and you're like, okay, that's what we're going to focus on. And you pick the main 3. And that's when you begin to create your shared goals and meaning. It's a lot better than having New Year's resolutions when it comes to losing weight. I'm just saying, right? Have some more fun. All right. And then finally, number 3, practice compassionate communication. Conflict is inevitable, but how you handle it defines your bond. Choosing curiosity over judgment and patience over impatience opens pathways to understanding each other instead of building up walls. Compassionate conversations remind you both why you're on the same team. Have you watched any team sports lately? Oh, wait, let me think. Football. It's great. Today's a football day. Maybe you're not doing football. That's great. We are. I love it. In fact, I think we're going to have some homemade chili and just have some, dips and chips and all of the good stuff. Why? Because, we're just going to do it. Sometimes you just need those moments, those times where all you do is just sit on the couch and do nothing but be together. But if you don't have these compassionate conversations as to this is what I want to do, or what do you want to do for the weekend, and what are you thinking we should, do, hang out, whatever, then what's happening is you're just operating as individuals, not as a couple. You've got to learn to come together and operate as a couple with compassionate communication for each other. And that then what? It melts your heart a little bit more. My friend, the truth is no marriage is perfect. I don't care if someone tells you that. I'm saying it here loud and proud. They're lying to you. Now, I can tell you this. My husband and I, we've gone through our tornadoes of life. But I will also say that we are more in love now than we've ever been. But it doesn't happen because, oh, wait, we decided to come back together. And, oh, wait, he's perfect now and I'm perfect now. Oh, no. We still have our issues. We still have to come together and remind each other like, okay, wait, hun, I don't like this. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, backtrack, let me see. Finding and cultivating reasons to stay isn't about ignoring flaws. It's about finding reasons that outweigh them. The grounds for marriage, they're not just the big milestones, but also the persistent everyday choices to value, respect, and build with your partner. So what do you think? Is focusing on grounds for marriage a radical idea? I mean, do you think it's like totally crazy? Or maybe it's just some common sense reframed. A manner to look at your marriage and say, wow, I didn't think of it that way. I'm always complaining. I'm thinking of the reasons why I should leave or why I should do this. But maybe I should be asking the question, why should I stay? What can I do to make our marriage better? You might actually be surprised at the strength you discover both in your partner and yourself when you make that shift from why should I leave to why should I stay? That's the real secret Anderson was pointing to. Divorce might always have reasons on its side, okay? And understand this, and I didn't say it at the beginning, but not every marriage, hear me out, is going to last and should last. If you're in an abusive marriage, this is not for you. There are other issues you need to deal with before you start looking at this. So if you are in an abusive relationship, whatever's happening, whether it's emotional, psychological, physical, number one, I want to encourage you to go get help. Find someone you can trust and figure out a plan, seriously, because you should not be in that position. So there are going to be times that divorce is going to have its reasons. But if it's for silly things, oh, well, you know what? I want to control the checkbook, or I don't like how you do this, or I don't like how you make the bed, or you need to take out the trash all the time, or whatever it is, the crazy things. You didn't put down the toilet seat. You're not picking up your shoes. I mean, seriously? So start asking yourself, wait, can I find reasons and grounds for marriage? Because when you do, those bold reasons, that's where your marriage lasts. Because you're willing to take a chance on why should I stay? Finding those grounds for marriage. Go in peace, be present, be incredible, be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, love, and lots of hugs. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed weekend and enjoy some football. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.